Did you know that 5.3 billion people in this world today use internet? And 85% of the world's population has a smartphone. This means whenever someone wants to buy a product or a service, it's just a search away. Hi, this is Zayed Ahmed from ASL BPO, and today we're going to talk about why it's important to build a website for your business.
Before we start, please hit the subscribe button, and if you're in YouTube, click on the alert notification.
In today's digital world, if a business wants to be successful, it is very much important that they have a strong online presence. Think about it. If no one can find you on the internet, but they can find your competitor, who will they buy from? You or your competitor? The answer is obvious. And one of the first steps to building your online presence starts with creating a website for your business. With the increase in popularity of business building platforms such as Wix, Squarespace, and Weebly, it is very easy for someone with zero knowledge of website development to create his or her own website. So then, why do you need a web developer or a web development service provider for the job? Because not any websites will help you get a strong online presence or boost your sales. A website is like a digital footprint of your business. A customer who lands on your website should be impressed by what they find and be attracted to your brand. For this to happen, your website should be appealing, fluid, and must be able to load quickly. To give you an example, according to Google's research, an increase in your website load time from 1 to 3 seconds increases the number of visitors dropping off your web page by 32%. This is where a web developer's expertise come in. Not only can they design your website according to the latest trends, but can also take care of all the technical issues that are involved with building a website so that it can run smoothly. Of course, this is just one aspect of why you should outsource website design. There are other benefits as well as a few concerns when choosing the right web development service. So, why should you outsource a website design or web developer? Well, first, it's about the technical know-how. There are a lot of technical factors involved in website design and development. Some of these are user-friendly navigation, fast loading times, multiple browser compatibility, mobile friendliness, and clean design. To understand these factors, one needs either a deep understanding of web designing or needs programming skills, which only a web designer or developer would have. Any defect in any one aspect can negatively affect a website visitor's experience navigating the web page. It can also negatively affect search engine ranking and ultimately the revenue of the business if you're selling products or services. Second, there's also about on-site SEO knowledge. On-site SEO involves optimizing the page in order to rank it higher in search engines. Among the many factors that are involved with on-site SEO are URL structure, implementing schema markup, optimizing title tags, meta descriptions, and headers and internal linking. Again, these aspects are something that only one knowledgeable in website design and development would know. Any layman trying to design his own website would potentially have a horrible optimization of his or her on-site SEO, thus hurting his own website terribly. This is one of the reasons why it's always better to hire a website developer. Also, there's the need for latest trends in website designing. Website designing is changing in a lot of ways. The styles that were used 15 years ago are redundant today. In order to design a great website, one must have the knowledge of the latest trends. Lastly, there's also programming skills needed. Although most platforms like Wix and WordPress provide you with comprehensive features, to build your websites, some advanced features do need programming skills to be learned. In such cases, one really cannot do without a web developer. So then, how do you choose a suitable web developer? Let's face it, there's no end of choice when it comes to web developers. You can hire freelancers from Fiverr and Upwork or hire a web development service provider like us. And even among the freelancers and those who provide web development service, there are different range of prices. Not to mention that web development can be done using different programming languages, each better suited for specific requirements. As such, finding a web designer who best suits your needs is a must. And in order for you to do that, there are some concerns that you have to address and resolve when choosing a web developer. So what are these concerns? First, it's about fixing your budget. The first step is to decide how much money you want to spend on building your website. Some service providers offer to build your website as cheap as $500, while others can be much more costly at $3,000 and above. If you're a small business owner, perhaps doing business in your locality, a simple website would do. In such cases, going for the cheaper end to find a website designer would be the correct choice. On the other hand, if you're a fairly large business and you need fairly complex website, you will need a big budget for your website development. Second, finding the right skill and expertise. Once you have fixed your budget, you have to find a suitable website development company that offers service within your budget. In order to find a few primary candidates, go through the portfolios of the website developer to see their past projects. This will give you a good idea of what style they use, what expertise they have, and whether it suits your needs. Lastly, ask questions. Once you have chosen a few candidates, go set up an interview with them. In your interview, ask them a set of technical questions and ask them to provide detailed answers. Technical questions that you should always ask are such as A, how would they ensure your website will have fast load times? B, do they have knowledge about technical and on-site SEO? And lastly, how they would apply it to your the SEO techniques to your website. Even if you have zero knowledge about website development, it is fairly easy to find detailed answers about these questions online. If you are unsure to ask what to ask, I will link below a set of 16 questions that you can ask a web developer when you hire them. Once you find the right candidate, hire them. Right? Ultimately, if you want your business to be successful, you must ensure you have a website to create your online presence. Don't go building your own website unless you know about website development and designing. Instead, hire a third-party service provider, as that will be way more effective. How has building a website helped your business? Let me know in the comments below. I hope this helped you a lot. Thank you a lot.